Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you're having a great Friday so far. You made it to the weekend. Uh, yeah, hope you enjoyed it so far. Where I am, it's snowing and getting chilly, but hopefully where the rest of you guys are, it's sunny and warm. But yeah, we're here for an interesting night. We got a lot of weird stories, as you can see. In our title there's a age cancer, a new sea cucumber that cure cancer. But yeah, we'll get into that with a whole bunch more. As always, moving that mouse around, we have Dustin here. Dustin, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Made it to the end of the week, although for me it's not technically the end. I have to work tomorrow and Sunday, so.
That's unfortunate. Um,
But hey,
yeah.
just one more week and I'm off for the rest of the year.
Oh,
So
well,
there
that's
is a silver linings.
yeah. Work a few days and boom, you're done. It's not like you have to go far for work too.
No,
Well,
commute's easy, super easy.
but yeah. Thanks for being
But
here,
yeah,
like always.
it's also snowing here, so we get to share that.
Across
Although
the
we're only supposed
borders.
to get like 1 to 3 inches accumulation, so not
Yeah,
too much.
and we're supposed to get about 20 centimeters worth of snow.
No one knows what that
Yeah,
is.
and nobody knows what inches. Actually, everybody knows what. God darn it. Um,
Everybody does.
But yeah, let's get right into it. Let's take it away.
Yeah, and
You
let's
can take the
jump
first
right in
story
with
here.
the sea cucumber story from Gizmodo. This sea creature could fight cancer, but it looks like a turd.
Gizmodo always has the best headlines, I'd say. Some of my favorite. They don't always agree with everything they post, but they do got some catchy headlines.
Yeah,
But yeah, let's.
this distinctive sea cucumber may contain anti-cancer agents, according to new research. Here is Exhibit 1.
Yeah, if I saw that floating in the water, I would definitely think it is a turd.
Stichopus cf. horrens, otherwise
Play
known as
gameplay. Thanks
poop.
for. Yeah. Um. Okay, so what can it do? So, and they heart like now is this gonna like something they take and they die off right away and we never gonna use them again, or can
Well, it
they
might
be yeah,
be that they're able to do it,
or
but
can
then
they
the
farm
question is,
them?
how do we make it workable for
Yeah.
us?
Okay, so
So their findings indicate these animals contain several compounds that could have potential medical
could
benefits in humans, including
yeah.
anti-cancer agents. All right, but how are we supposed to do it? We eat them?
Maybe or maybe there's something that they can put into a not a vaccine, but maybe not a vac, but I don't know what it would be called because is it a vaccine? I guess it would be a vaccine, wouldn't it? If it can cure cancer. I don't know.
Well, it depends on when you take it. I mean,
Yeah,
if it's to like stop you from getting cancer, that's different from
curing
curing
cancer. Yeah.
existing cancer. Which I think people would rather have the cure for existing cancer
Yeah.
because there's already preventative ways, and that's like you gotta avoid shit.
Yeah, but
But
that could
no
be
one wants to avoid shit because some of that
yeah,
shit is the sun.
yeah. The sun,
Like I don't want to avoid the
electronics,
sun.
probably. You know.
Well, I do, but
Yeah, I don't, but the sun's nice. But I want to avoid people, just not the sun. Yeah, that's cool. So what else is it? Is there?
so
I know nothing. It
I'm not a
almost
scientist, but
yeah.
they found it in the body wall and internal organs. Okay, I mean, obviously, that's all that this thing has.
So they sliced it open, and what we found is that S orange contains what they call that. That's
It's a scientific name. Sea
okay.
turd.
Ether, okay, contains a lot of bioactive compounds that have been previously
Okay.
reported by other researchers. So there's
All
been
right. So I
research and the
mean,
science has been done.
well, I mean, they know there's things in there, but it does look like poop.
Yeah, but not every. Sometimes
Some
other
of
I
these
don't know.
reported compounds are thought to have anti-cancer activity, but like, what does that mean? Which ones?
Yeah, so that's and again they use the word thought like so they don't have a clue. They just like oh maybe. I remember
Okay,
one
so
year
yeah,
when
this is
you
saying even if they do have the anti-cancer stuff, it may not actually work out in humans.
yeah. It's almost like I guess it's a step forward, but is it?
It works in a test tube, but then
Yeah,
you gotta, do all the testing and make sure you're not going to kill people with it.
yeah. Make sure it's not going to give them any long term like other effects, right? But who knows? But yeah, it's good they're doing research. It's always good to figure out try to stop cancer, even though I'm pretty sure the governments don't want to. A lot of money off of the pharmaceuticals, but my opinion. but I have no proof.
Well, that's the thing. If anybody ever does come up with a cure, it'll be immediately price
oh,
skyrocketed,
for
right?
sure. I was reading something up with just on those EpiPens, the EpiPens, right?
Yeah.
So it cost roughly $3 to make one of those, and they sell them for over $700 Canadian. Yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's how much money they do. And then they expire them after a year, even though they can last for 3.5 years.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty much the same down here. It's like $700 for an EpiPen.
Yeah, and it's $3-4 for what it costs to make it, And then they expire them way too soon, so I don't think you'd get. They don't want. And I'm not gonna say they don't want to help people, but they don't want to do it for free. And I get it. They not everything should be done for free, but there's some things, like double your money, make $6 a shot, not 700.
Well, yeah, and if you look at it, back in 2007, it was $60.
Really?
So it's
Wow,
10.
yeah.
It's 10x its price over 10 years. Now, I don't think you could justify that.
Yeah, now that should be criminal.
It just doesn't make any sense.
That should be criminal. And then they go around and give Narcan out for free. You know what I mean? Like, again, not saying that's a bad thing. That's probably a good thing. But then they go around and do that. Like, why can't we get a life-saving thing for somebody who might get stung by a bee or eat peanut butter?
Yeah, I mean, we literally know EpiPens save lives, and they save us from things we know we'll encounter, like
blue to the sky, orange to the thigh.
Bees.
Yeah. I don't have too much more on this.
No, I think that's about all we got.
Kind of misleading, but I guess not really. It does say could right in the title.
Could fight cancer, but
could.
Yeah. So they got to do testing and make sure, because if you think about like radioaction or whatever they do to people, radiology,
radiation,
thing, like that's kind of like chemotherapy. It's like killing you technically.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
It's just trying to kill you slower than it kills the cancer.
Yeah.
Is literally what it is. It is messed up. So that's our current best thing. So if anything's even remotely reasonable, it'll be great.
Yeah.
Although I don't want to have to eat it.
I'd like to welcome Peanut as our guest star tonight.
Oh, is he making a ruckus? Yeah, as he does.
Yeah.
So we have another kind of health related. Yeah, you could visit our website if you want to see what he looks like. I think maybe.
Okay.
So the next one is health related from Fox News. 100-day cough, highly contagious infection that could fracture ribs, soars 250% in UK.
Huh.
What?
Yeah. So that means you're coughing so much.
You cough 100 days and you cough so hard you break your ribs.
Yeah, it's possible.
Whoa.
Like I've maybe not the same thing, but I've hurt my back sneezing before. But
yeah. So the UK Health Agency said there were 716 cases of whooping cough between July and November, 250% increase over same period last year. So they're accounting for this time of year.
And whooping cough hasn't been that big, at least here in Canada. It used to be bigger when I was a kid, and I'm pretty sure I had it as a child, and I was in a not a bubble, but it was a see-through bag around my bed for oxygen again. I'm pretty sure. But that was literally 31 years ago. I'm not 100% sure. I picture it. Do you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure it was a whooping cough. What else does that have to say?
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I got the kid there. I think
and is this just a UK thing?
Yeah.
Because
right now, I'm sure it's here by now. They just haven't connected 2 and 2, right? Maybe they have cases every year, but they just haven't figured out. Oh no, the cases are climbing, right? But again, it could be part of that white lung from China. It's just something that's going on, right? It's pneumonia, right? It's not. I think stuff like this happens every year. Just maybe we're hearing about it more and more now.
Well, but that's why they're saying that they were comparing it to last year.
So that is a big increase.
And also, this Dr. Gayatri starts to say, well, it's because of the COVID-19 pandemic. They had social distancing and lockdown policies. No, they didn't. Not last year.
I'm pretty sure they still did. Like, there's
still the UK?
Yeah, I don't know, but there's probably still
masks.
So. There's probably still mask mandates and stuff like that. So, again, I don't know. We can look into that, but when did their mask mandate it?
Well, it sounds like they maybe should just always use masks if they're going to actually reduce whooping cough so severely. That's like an added benefit no one was even talking about with masking up. I mean, if that's what these numbers are showing, is that with a mask and versus without a mask, you're seeing a 250% increase on a whooping cough.
Yeah, but or if you're sick, wear a mask or don't go out. That's easy. It making everyone wear a mask isn't the right option, I don't think. But if you got a cough, don't go out. Simple as that.
Yeah, but people they don't do that.
They don't.
They
but,
do. They clearly do go out with a cough. Like I don't know that you could just tell people, hey, don't do that.
So yeah, okay. So yeah, maybe okay. They apparently January 27th is when they did. Okay. So
another person here, professor of London School of Hygiene, is saying it could be because of people missing vaccination appointments, possibly during the pandemic. Maybe.
Yeah.
If a whole bunch of people refused like whooping cough vaccinations,
it's probably not refusing. It's probably just they weren't allowed to. It says missing, not refusing, right? I'm not even sure if there's a whooping cough vaccine. Is there? I don't know.
I don't know either. Like probably
but
not.
But the difference is a lot of people are for vaccines that are like I don't think that has anything to do with it. We should probably stop saying that word though because
YouTube, what, vaccine?
You know, yeah, that word. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it doesn't really matter now.
Well, I was almost gonna read this sentence that says it like 4 times.
Okay, let's do it. Like, okay, I go for it.
It is therefore important that everyone looks at their vaccination records to check if they might have missed this vaccine. So it's saying whooping cough has one, which is given with a routine childhood immunization and in pregnancy, which by that they mean through the mother.
Okay, 1 second. When was that? Vaccine.
Yeah, they should be able to find it, and I'm assuming it's one of them in the list of them that they give you before you even leave the hospital with the baby, right?
What?
Whooping cough is easily preventable, and a vaccine is available that protects babies and children.
Okay. So we clearly got it because it's from 1948. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That's when it was first discovered, I think. 1914. $1991. So no, I wouldn't have gotten that, and that's probably why I got the whooping cough when I was a kid.
You didn't get vaccinated against it?
Well, I was born before it was a vaccine. So,
yeah. I mean,
and it was given to you while you're pregnant, so that's why probably. So you probably didn't get it either.
I don't remember ever having it.
But again, I don't remember. I've got a lot of vaccines as a kid, so I don't remember them all. You know.
Yeah, and they're pointing to the numbers on the vaccines actually making sense. In 2022, 61% uptick versus 2021 and 2020 had decreases.
Yeah.
Because people were doing their fear of it. But then 2022, the fear is basically gone. People went back to getting vaccines like they should. But is there just a lag?
I don't know. I can't say, yeah. Or a whole bunch of missed them because of I can't say. Again, always should be careful about getting sick. Like I'm not the one to freak out over a cold, but if I'm not feeling good, I stay home. Luckily my work will give me sick days.
Yeah, and I guess I've never been one to question the vaccines that they give to babies.
Yeah.
If they say you should have them, you should probably have them. I don't want to get pneumococcal disease. I don't want to get Hep B. I don't want to get polio. I don't want to get diphtheria. I don't want to get whooping cough. I don't want to get rotavirus. I don't want to get tetanus.
The thing with that and the 19 shot is that people are saying that the 19 shot, like, and I agree with you. I can see all sides, but that came quick and there was no long-term side effects, as all the other ones you're naming have been around for a long time. Like polio's been around for how long, right? Not polio, the disease, but the vaccine.
I have no idea.
And I'm pretty sure we're all vaccinated for polio. Maybe not all of us, but most of us are. Oh yeah. So
all I know is the at-home doctors are probably not the people to ask.
Oh, don't
at-work doctors are the ones to ask.
Don't listen to me. If you're sick, go to the doctor. I just have my don't listen to Dustin either, right? Like other than us saying go to the doctor, probably listen.
Yeah, and just I'm sure. Yeah, everyone, just take your health to your own. Well, we're not here to tell you how to do your health.
Okay, well, before we
That
actually
being
move,
said, UK needs to fucking knock it off. You're too much whooping. We know how to fix this one. Silly bitches.
For sure.
I
Before
will
we move
criticize
on to
the
the next
UK.
before we move on to the next story here, if you haven't already, can you please hit that follow button? We're literally 2 away from getting 50 followers, and it would be cool to get there. That's just a goal we worked on. Our next goal will be 75, but we want to make it to 50. So either give this video a share if you want on your social media, or if you have it, like follow, please. But yeah, we will move on to the next story here from CNN Health. First on CNN, Klobuchar, what is her name?
It's close enough.
Klobuchar questions drug company behind tenfold spike in price of lead poisoning antidote. So
yeah, we're gonna keep on the same theme here.
That's kind of whatever. I didn't know that was there.
Yeah, so we were literally just talking about EpiPens doing a 10x spike. Guess what else is now?
Yeah. So
and guess what's on the rise right now?
How big is lead poisoning these days?
Well, I don't know, but it's getting bigger.
I never knew lead poisoning was a thing. I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know there was a antidote for it.
Each year, an estimated 1 million people die from lead poisoning.
Wow.
Millions more, many of them children, are exposed to low levels of lead, causing lifelong health problems, including anemia, hypertension, immunotoxicity, and toxicity to the reproductive organ.
That is insane. And think about it. We had lead toys as a kid. Oh.
Yep. So we found an antidote for somebody who is
using it, yeah.
Poisoned with lead. Obviously, if it's ongoing poisoning, you need to fix the actual problem, like the water in Flint.
So what is the price of it right
now? Well, hopefully this thing says $32,000 cost of this crucial drug to treat severe lead poisoning drew ire from Democratic Senators Amy Klobuchar, who wrote a letter.
$32,000 is that per antidote?
That sounds like it. $32,000 for the drug. But how? I mean, is it you just take it once and you're done?
Yeah,
and they're saying it costs 10 times more than the imported version of the medicine from France.
Right here to the side, related article just kind of shows there. It says cost of lead poisoning drug jumps from $3,500 to $32,000, making it hard for hospitals to sell. No, okay, I don't really care about the hospital. I guess is that what it costs the hospitals now?
Well, no, but if that's what it probably costs the person, but the cost of the hospital obviously went up as well.
Yeah, okay, I guess for sure. That's insane.
You know, and if you've been keeping 10 doses of a $3,500 drug that cost you $1,500, that's $15,000 you've been spending towards it. Well, now it's a $35,000 drug that cost you $15,000. Now you can only keep one. Instead of keeping 10 in stock, you're keeping one in stock.
How many do they need? How many?
There's a million cases.
I mean, is that worldwide or in the States?
You don't know where they're going to that was worldwide.
Okay.
And you don't know where they're going to happen.
Yeah.
Is that hospital that needs it going to have it?
Yeah.
Will every hospital have it just in case any hospital you go to has it if you need it? Well, the answer is no. They're ensuring that not every hospital will have it.
I'm pretty sure, actually, it's not all hospitals, but I'm pretty sure we actually have some antidotes for like snakes and spiders that we don't even have here. But we still have an antidote or two.
As long as it's cheap to keep, that's the idea. I mean, that's why are we inventing these scientific cures and stuff if we're not going to have them available?
They want to make it's not about saving lives, and they don't.
Well, no, and that's every freaking topic we keep talking about. It's like these dollar amounts are no one cares about the lives.
And that's the thing. Like in Canada, okay, yeah, we have free health care. I'll put in quotations. But in the States, like $32,000 would would be devastating. That's a year's wage. That's a year's wage for most people, if not more. Like, that's unreal. I can't even fathom. Like, it should be illegal, but the government's making money off it too. Right?
Oh yeah, I mean these people like Klobuchar invest in these companies to make sure that they're there when the price goes up.
Yeah. So she sold all her stocks and now she's bashing.
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to look in her portfolio to check, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. She's trying to say, "Hey, explain yourself to a company." Nobody else is saying anything.
As more.
So I mean, she could be just as bad as somebody else, but she's actually saying something, so less bad. Pretty simple. But even that, she's not going to get anything done with this because they tried this with EpiPens. And it didn't get anywhere. It didn't get anywhere because the companies can just do what they want to do. I think they ended up negotiating like 20 drugs. The price wouldn't go up for the next 10 years or something was all they got out of it.
Oh.
Now 20 drugs covers nothing.
Yeah, like there's so much out there. That's just ridiculous. Can't believe
also, when they make, they relabel their drug, it's now no longer on that list.
Like I was even here in Canada, like you can get Advil. And to get 12 Advil, it'll cost $20 maybe not, but say $10, I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's not use that because they don't make it. Let's say 100, because they come in bottles of 100, my bad. So 100 Advil costs about, I think, $27. The exact same thing, but without the name Advil on it, costs $9.99 at a local pharmacy, So it makes
imagine if that costs $2,000.
Yeah. But yeah,
for a bottle of Advil.
Yeah, one day it probably will. And that's the thing, like they're just marking up and like it says it did say there's a different brand name, pretty much. That does the same thing, but it's not FDA approved. Pretty sure it says
as this thing here. Yeah. Well, they were saying that it was allowed during some time though. The FDA had allowed it to be used in the U.S. while the drug was in shortage, indicating that they see there's nothing wrong with taking the drug.
It just doesn't make enough money. That's all.
But that being said, we can't have the French company making money. We got to make sure our company that nobody even knows the name of makes money.
And I'm like, now, but if they can do it and make that's 10 times, I definitely damn right will give the Frenchmen my money. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah, and if they can do it with this drug, they can just do it with any drug. Yeah. I mean, they don't need to wait 10 years. They can just do it overnight 10x. That's basically what this one is they're wanting to overnight 10x it instead of waiting 10 years. Like, do you even care if I do it instantly? Like, what are you going to do?
That's what, you're going to go to the hospital like, oh, well, you need this lead shot. What? Yeah, it's $35,000. Do you agree? You have to sign before you start dying, Like,
well, yeah, you don't have a choice. Like, it's literally not a fair choice. So I guess the FDA's investigation on the matter continues, but I don't know that they'll have any ability to do anything. More than 60 cases reported among children under age of 6 as of Tuesday. The lettuce suspected to have been from tainted cinnamon from a distributor in Ecuador.
Well,
and obviously a mistake by
that just happened.
Distributor in Ecuador should cost you $32,000.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, it shouldn't. Absolutely not. Ridiculous. This is a health problem. Fucking cover it.
That's
what do we even have a government for?
That's what the friggin' that's what they should have talked about at the friggin' debate the other night is this.
Drug prices.
I didn't hear him talk about that at all. I heard him insulted.
It's not a topic for Republicans.
I listened to it actually. I didn't even
and it's not really a topic for Democrats. Klobuchar is in a severe minority.
But I'm sure there's a few Republicans that do it too. But they're just bashing each other worse than they do in Canada. Like the Vic was attacking people. Like Nikki Haley was, and Chris Christie was. Chris Christie didn't say anything.
Meanwhile, problems that would actually mean something to people they didn't talk about. It sucks.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it's not politically, viable to run on that issue. Is the reasoning that they'll say. Even though 100% of people can look at this and say, "What the fuck? That's not okay." They can't run on it. I don't understand why they can't. But that's what they would say. Everyone agrees on it, and y'all could do something, but too many of you are invested in the companies.
Yeah, that's exactly it, and they're all insider. Every single one of them. Nancy being one of the first ones ever.
For sure. Nancy doesn't fail.
She would kill 100 people for a $100 bill. Oh, like I guarantee it.
No, she wouldn't. That's way too much work.
I guess, yeah. But
she would invest money and have
but you know
way more money than $100.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. She would not for 100, not legitly, but like she would.
If to do that, all it took was her pressing the enter key on a keyboard, I'm with you.
Yeah.
She would press enter.
Yeah. Oh, okay, sure. Why not? Beep, right?
But the actual it's effort to kill 100 people. Like I don't think
that was just bad analogy, but
she would definitely press the button.
Well, I don't have too much more on this one.
No, this is first on CNN, so I guess we'll hear more or not. Maybe Klobuchar is just looking for some campaign contributions from this company.
There you go. Like,
and then she'll shut up. If we really want to look at how she's probably bad in this, that's it.
We should look to see who they donate to.
When's her re-election coming? Yeah. Is her re-election in 2024?
Yeah, more than likely. Why would it be?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we're done with health. Health class is over. We're gonna move on to science class. Okay. It's time for science. Everybody enjoys that. CNN brings us this one. Tomato lost in space by history-making astronaut has been found. Did you hear about the lost tomato?
I did not hear about the lost.
Did you know how much this guy got accused of eating the tomato?
He got accused of eating the tomato?
That was all anyone would say. Well, you lost it, you ate it.
I guess
that's all anyone would say. They accused him of eating the tomato.
Yeah. I guess,
You're in space, just you and a tomato, and didn't just you come back?
Yeah.
Where's the tomato? I don't need it. You ate it. Yeah, but he didn't eat it. He didn't eat it.
I didn't hear about a lost tomato.
Yeah. This is the guy right here, Frank Rubio.
That's way before we even started our show.
Yeah. And this is the tomato plants aboard the International Space Station. This is where the tomato in question is from. This was the first ever tomato grown in space. Can you calm down, Pumpkin? Everyone hears you.
Yeah, that's his other cat. But yes, let's go on.
So anyways, yeah, I hadn't really started.
Okay. Perhaps now, nowhere in the universe is a fresh, ripe tomato more valuable than the one on the International Space Station, where astronauts. Oh my God, I can't speak today. Where astronauts live for months at a time, subsidizing mainly on packages of self-stable goods. So this Frank guy grew a tomato, and I thought they grew tomatoes before, didn't they? Pretty sure they did in the past. Not too sure. Justin? I think we lost Dustin.
Oh yeah, I was grabbing something to drink.
Oh, I didn't know that. Jeez. Anyway,
I didn't know you were gonna instantly call me out, like, "Oh, silent." Oh, you must be gone. What's happening? Anyway,
you can't go. Come on, we're live.
So he grew some tomatoes. He picked a tomato.
But haven't they grown tomatoes in the past before in space?
Apparently not. Maybe not at the space station.
Okay. Where else though?
I don't know. So I put it in a little bag. And one of my crewmates was doing a public event with some school kids, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to show the kids, hey guys, this is the first tomato harvested in space.
Okay.
He's saying first in space, so.
Yeah.
And he's an astronaut.
Yeah.
I was pretty confident that I Velcroed it where I was supposed to Velcro it, and then I came back and it was gone.
Oh.
Oh no.
It just floated away. Okay, so where would it float to though? That's the thing.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, the space station's pretty big. Rubio said he spent 8 to 20 hours of his own free time searching for the tomato. Unfortunately, because that's just human nature, a lot of people are like, he probably ate the tomato.
Yeah, well.
And I wanted to find it mostly so I could prove, like, I did not eat the tomato. But he never found it. He returned to Earth on September 27th. Still, tomato not found.
Oh, so he's back
until now.
Someone else found the tomato.
We found tomato. Oh, well, wow. Sort of.
Yeah. It was probably pretty small.
Members of the 7-person crew remaining on the space station revealed that they finally located the tomato.
It had been rotten, right?
Rubio had been blamed for quite a while for eating the tomato, but we can exonerate him.
So they charged him what about innocent proven guilty?
Exactly. So the astronauts didn't say where the tomato was or specify what state the produce was in when found. Rubio surmises it was shriveled into unrecognizable rot.
Yeah, it probably would be. Why? I don't see why it wouldn't age just like Earth. So yeah, that's kind of funny. I didn't hear about that story. I probably did, but it wasn't that big. I don't know. Glad they found it. I'm glad he's innocent. Yeah. My man's innocent as.
My man's was innocent.
One of our guests
the whole time.
Would say. Remain, if you're out there.
Frank Rubio, you were innocent the whole time.
Hi. Don't have anything else on this, really. You.
No, that's all I got. No, it's easier when it's science class. You know, health class was hard. Let's do economics. Let's do home ec.
Okay, so from Fox News, Home Alone fans shocked by almost 250% increase in groceries price since iconic shopping trip. So yeah, if you ever watched Home Alone, I'm sure 99.9% of you have. Um, Kevin goes grocery shopping because he's home alone and he needs food, and he got a whole bunch of stuff and he handed it to Dollar. It was 1983. Now somebody went and bought all the stuff he had because they showed it. Would have cost $72.28 as of today. Yeah, that's quite a bit. That's 33 years. It's gone up that much.
Yeah, 33 years, and that's
more
like
than a buck a day.
almost 4x.
I guess that's yeah, it's more than a buck a year.
But do you remember what he got?
Okay.
Have you pre-read? Because the article did list
no,
it. So
I didn't.
I gotta see if you cheat. I already did, so I can't make a guess.
So he got toothpaste and a toothbrush.
Yeah.
He got bread.
Yep.
Pretty sure here. He got a magazine.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he got some milk.
Are you sure you didn't just look at the magazine?
No, he did. He looked it up and he made a comment about it. Maybe he just looked at the magazine. Yeah, he did make a comment. He got some milk. He got something too. I can't remember it all. I
mean, you missed one of the important ones.
The meat, I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't get a meat. He got a TV dinner.
TV dinner, okay, yeah.
Which he eats later.
It's hard, okay?
You knew the toothbrush because he uses it later.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he doesn't use later because he gets like milk and bread and doesn't never use them.
Because it falls out of the bag.
All right. I think they've got the whole list in here. Let's see. Items including half a gallon of milk, a half gallon of orange juice, a TV dinner, bread, frozen mac and cheese, laundry detergent. Oh, that was actually an important one too. Yeah. He does try to do laundry later. Cling wrap, which he uses for some of his traps later. Toilet paper. I don't think he uses that.
Pack of Army Men.
The Army Men. I forgot the Army Men.
I forgot the Army Men. Jeez.
And he uses those later too. And then dryer sheets to go with the laundry.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Altogether, $19.
Friggin' for half a gallon of milk, it costs $4 or $5 alone now. For orange juice, it probably costs $6. So that's $10 right there. Insane.
Well, and it of course depends. Like your food is more expensive than mine. So
for sure, yeah. Okay, well that's pretty crazy. That's kind of sad.
Yeah, this kind of looks like it here. You got, most of what he had. Is this actually from the movie? This is from the movie.
Is it?
Maybe I think so, because they put on 20th Century Fox. So
okay,
like
they did, yeah, okay. Because that does look like some old packaging.
And of course, this was product placement back in the day. You had Kraft, Wonder, Snuggles or something.
Snuggles,
Northern, Quilted Northern.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they literally all paid to be in that scene.
Okay.
Last year, the same grocery list cost $44, and this year it cost $72.
So it went up double, not double, but
it doubled between 1990 and 2022, and then nearly doubled again 1 year later. So wait, it took 30 years to double, and then 1 year to double, almost double.
Yeah, half
from $19 to $44.
60, yeah, that was the next one.
That was more than double, but then this was slightly less than double. But still, you're talking 30 years versus 1 year.
That's messed up.
So are food places just doing what we were just talking about with the lead poison antidote? Is everyone just skyrocketing their prices because no government entity is stopping any of them?
But
which is true. Nobody's stopping them from just gouging us.
Yeah,
they call it inflation, and then they point to things that it's our fault or things that nobody could have changed or nobody can control. But it's absolutely in someone's control, but not ours.
The grocery stores are making bank. They're making bank, and then they pay their employees shit, and then they toss out the food, and then they'll throw out food rather than give it to the homeless too, right? Like, not saying they should give away food. I'm never gonna definitely help people, but to throw it out and not give it to the homeless people outside is just whacked.
Now, of course, I don't know that this article even mentions where they're taking this pricing info from, because, like I said, it's different place to place.
But see, that was a corner store too in Home Alone. Corner stores are usually more money. That wasn't a Walgreens or a Walmart, right?
I don't know. I have no idea if they even showed the store name.
No, but it was a small
in the movie.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't remember actually. I do remember the guy thought he was stealing, right? Well, he did steal the first time or second. I don't remember either. It's been a while.
Yeah, that's one thing I wish they would add to this is at least give me the state, if not the city and state. If it's the same one that, Kevin McCallister shopped at,
Yeah.
was it actually comparable at the time, or were they already lying in character? Like,
I don't think that seems legit. I'm not gonna lie, that does seem legit.
yeah, I just wish they would include that stuff. Kind of like, the other day we were like saying the same thing with AP News, and then I was able to scroll and we found it.
Yeah.
I just scrolled to the end of this one and I didn't see anything. So I don't think they really did. They start talking about gas and rent, which also have gone up.
He actually just got.
Although gas has gone back down.
He just got his name on the Hollywood Walk, eh?
Why was it not there in 1991?
I know, it's unreal. He just got it though.
It should have been there in 1991.
Yeah, but he just got
right after this movie.
Yeah, good on him for getting it.
Good on him to finally get it,
Yeah.
but damn, why make him wait so long?
Yeah,
I don't know what this 29% optimism. Yeah, this is gibberish at this point.
And prices never go down. Like they will never ever go down.
And now, kind of to circle it back at least a little bit to that comment you made about the debate, this topic almost certainly came up at the debate.
Did it? Oh yeah, food.
I don't know. I'd have to ask you, but no, just not food. It's inflation.
Inflation. Oh yeah.
Inflation is a popular topic to run on.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get inflation down.
Well, the key is you don't say you're going to get it down. You say whose fault it is that it's up.
No, I think Ron DeSantis said that he's gonna he didn't blame anybody. He blamed Trump. Actually, yeah, he blamed Trump and.
Oh shit! Both of them?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, so.
Well, he kind of has to in his position because he needs Trump out of his way, and Biden would still be his opponent.
It's funny that at the beginning of the debate, they started off. They're like, thanks all for being here. Even though Trump is 50 points ahead of you all. What do you think? How do you think you're gonna win?
They literally started that way.
And then I think it was Ron. He was like, he doesn't even have the balls to be here. But I'm thinking, it's like, he's 50 points up. It's not even worth his time to go with it. No, like
it would be the dumb move to show up.
Exactly. You're all gonna attack him. So, Ron was a little bit better this time.
I actually think the attacks would go beneficial for him because you can't really attack Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
What the reason he doesn't want to do it is he could have a gaffe. Yeah. He could make a mistake. He could say something wrong. He could drop his glass of water.
Yeah.
He could trip on the stairs.
Yeah.
Those things.
He'll cough.
They're not worth it.
He'll cough and be like, Trump has
they're not
COVID.
even like the attacks aren't even the problem for him.
You're right. It'd be like everything.
They probably help him.
Yeah. Yeah. I know a lot of Canadians.
I wish he would show up just for the entertainment. I would actually consider watching it if he'd show up.
I would love him. Like that's what I could. That's the only reason I want him to be there. It'd be so funny, Like the Vic is funny. Like I don't know if to be a good president, but he's a funny guy. He's really witty, but you don't need a witty person.
Well, I mean, I think he's definitely an entertainer. They should give him a TV show if he doesn't win.
The Vic.
Wait, who's the Vic? I thought we were talking about Trump.
Trump. Well, he's gonna go there. They're gonna convict him. Talking about Vic Ramaswamy.
Oh, the Vic. Yeah, he's never gonna win anything in his life.
No, he won't. Like he doesn't have a chance. But
here's my guess. My guess is after 2024, we never hear his name again.
Or maybe not. I'm pretty sure.
And then suddenly, out of nowhere, you'll hear an advertisement for this show that's on at like 10:30 p.m. on Fox News.
Yeah.
Hosted by Vivek Ramaswamy.
Yeah. He's already. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah.
They're gonna give him a late show on Fox cable TV eventually. That's where I see him. I don't actually see him politically getting anywhere because he's trying to go for the presidency right away.
Yeah.
No. No, go away. Anyways, I don't think this next one has a course in school, so we're done with that. AP brings us this one. Free toy store in Nashville gives families the dignity of choice while shopping for the holiday gifts. Have you ever been to a free toy store?
No, but I did get a few free gifts as a kid. But you didn't really get it. You just got what you got. Because my family had a hamper when I was a child, and you get a gift usually with the supper, and it'd be what it is. You didn't get choice, but you were grateful. You're like, hey, sweet, get a toy.
Yeah, toy's a toy.
Yeah. But no, it'd be awesome that they can pick it.
Yeah, and I think you do get to somewhat pick it. Obviously, limited to what they have in donations, because this is a donation-based thing, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, country music star Brad Paisley and his wife Kimberly Williams Paisley helped create a free grocery store in Nashville, Tennessee. Their goal was to give families in need the ability to choose their own food. This year, the store is offering the same dignity of choice to parents looking for gifts for the holiday season. So I had never even heard of the first thing, where he made a free grocery store for people to use.
That's kind of like a food bank, isn't it? But
yeah, essentially like a food bank, really, is what it is.
But you don't have to you don't have to show your ID probably to go there.
So during a 2-day event starting Friday, so I guess today, 400 families will shop at a free toy store stocked with brand new toys, video games, stuffed animals, scooters, clothes, makeup, and music instruments. Brand new, so I guess not donated. I guess
maybe donated from stores,
or donated from the distributors and stores and places with the brand new.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's good to hear. I'm all about that.
Have you heard of Brad Paisley? Have you heard that name?
He's a country singer.
But you knew that name more than
before
this thing said country music right before. I know he is. It says right before.
No, I do. Did you know who he was? I know.
Let me guess. You already knew Kimberly was an actress and his wife.
No, his wife Kimberly. I don't know. I probably
wait. Actress? I literally didn't know she was an actress.
I don't know.
I wouldn't even be able to tell you what she's in.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know his wife. I might actually, but no, and I don't know who I personally am. But I know the name. I couldn't name the songs he sings, but I definitely have heard them, and they're definitely on the radio. But
so yeah, the video up above was the Brad and his wife doing a sneak peek of the store,
or maybe he just bought it all. He's
the gift shop.
Yeah.
No, I think they said. I think in the article they mentioned that something about donations.
Yeah. Well, he
also, the store and its staff adapted and turned into a food delivery service.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like almost a food bank, but almost what's like Meals on Wheels. Because it's like a different thing.
His net worth is roughly 120 million, so he would be able to afford it anyway.
Yeah, and just like I told The Rock and I told Oprah, just fucking pay for it yourself.
He probably did. He probably helped, right? So, but don't forget, Oprah was asking for a lot more, and she's a lot richer than he is. But
she is. She's way too rich. You'd think we would be reading about things she's doing every year, but we don't.
No, not anymore. So
this is where I was thinking. The store received about 2,000 donated items, about half of which came from the Nashville area and the other half from First Responders Children's Foundation, and raised $20,000. Parents will be able to drop their kids off at the church next door where they can play and drink hot chocolate while the adults shop and get gifts wrapped.
Oh, nice. The adults can
I like how they have that set up where you can drop off and do your thing and have it ready and just like you just do a night out.
Yeah.
They get to hang out with the other kids.
Yeah.
They're planning on making it a recurring event.
That's cool. I know what. Okay, know what? Yeah, maybe he's.
But it would need year-round donations to keep people fed. So that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, he may be donating, he may be matching and things like that, but it's not 100% him. So I don't want to just act like the people donating aren't involved. They're definitely involved.
You can't, especially if he wants to run it. You can't run something like that without profit. Not like I know there's non-profits, right? But
you absolutely can. You can go out and take a loss.
Yeah,
that's what these millionaires need to understand. They can go and not do something financially beneficial.
It's going to cost probably $100 million to run something like that every year. No, maybe not that much, but it'll cost.
I don't know. It looks like $20,000.
Yeah, but that's just for this Christmas, right? So, and that's only 400 families.
This isn't a year-round thing. You know that, right?
They wanted a year-round. Didn't it just say that?
The store, which would be the grocery store part of it, not the Christmas part of it. The Christmas part would never be year-round. Okay. Yes, it would cost a lot of money, but you don't need to make a profit. Like that I disagree with. If somebody like Oprah wants to go and lose $100 million and help people, she should. And I would never tell her not to.
She would be able to write it off.
Instead, she wants to be able to go out and make it look like she just gave $100 million, but she didn't, and she's actually going to come out like 105 million or 95 million.
Yeah.
Like her risk is nowhere near what her PR is saying. Yeah. She'll either make money or lose a little bit. Just take a big loss. You have a ton.
And she doesn't even have any kids,
enough.
Oprah doesn't even have any kids, does she? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this article doesn't mention the actual contribution split, like how much the Paisley family is involved. It could also just be their name recognition, which brings in donations, without which you wouldn't get. name recognition is valuable.
Well, some of them went wrong because it's saying 26 years old. It says Oprah. Okay. She's 69. That'll be next month. Yeah, she's a rich lady. Does she have any kids? That was my original question.
How old Oprah is?
She's 69. And does she not have any? She doesn't have any.
No kids.
Oh, okay. She did give birth to a child in her teens, but the baby did not survive. I did not know that.
So I really wonder what her will looks like.
Yeah.
Because she's not doing anything during her living life with it. So, like,
yeah. Huh.
Is she going to squander it in her will, too?
Yeah, maybe it won't be buried with all that money.
Because it just feels like she's just hoarding it and squandering it on just her own stuff. Like,
yeah.
And didn't she was the one that used to give every person in attendance at her show like a free thing.
Yeah. Well, it was never free. See, that's the thing though. Like,
it was also the advertisers paid for it. So it's literally nothing.
But then everybody person there, if they didn't have money, they didn't get that free car. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you had to pay the taxes on the car.
Question for you: did you hear that a whole bunch of people got their student debt relieved? A whole bunch of people woke up in the States and some of their student debt was gone.
Did not hear about that.
But yeah, I know I heard a few other people and they're and they got like $19,000 and done. But apparently, so everyone's happy. But apparently, you have to put that on your taxes that they paid that off for you. So come tax time, you have to pay the taxes on that.
Put it on your taxes as what?
As income. Because they're paying off your debt. So I don't know exactly. Someone was going off about it. I'm not 100% sure. Because first of all, I'm not American. So I don't know how all that works with your guys' taxes. Because if I get a gift here, I don't have to pay taxes on it. If someone gives me $10,000 and I spend it, I don't have to pay taxes on that $9,999. Then I just have to claim it, but I still don't have to pay taxes on it. And that's that. But I know in the States you have to pay taxes on that $10,000, don't you?
I have no idea.
Oh no? Okay. But yeah, anyway.
I've never had debt loan relief, anything. Okay. I didn't get a PPP thing. I didn't do any of that. I'm a normal person.
If you have some student loans, you should check to see if it's all gone. Boom.
I don't have a student loan.
Good on you. But yeah, no.
But I am reading here that there was some news on Wednesday. We probably just didn't cover it, where Biden has canceled nearly $5 billion more in federal student loan debt. Bringing the total to $132 billion.
Jeez,
which I guess is not even counting the amount that it could have been because the Supreme Court struck down the $20,000 thing.
That's you paying their debt. So you've already
this $132 billion is just federal loans.
I don't know.
So I mean, well, some of these loans are not through the government. Some of them are through private companies. Joe Biden can't forgive those.
Yeah, so for sure, yeah.
And that's where they had the Supreme Court striking him down. That's what he was trying to do with those.
That makes sense. The federal one too, I don't personally agree with, but
I mean, it's debt that the government holds. That the government can just choose not to care about that debt, which is all he's doing.
Okay, so what do you think about this?
It's no different than we do with foreign debt. There's times where we do this for a foreign nation. We just say, you don't need to pay us. Yeah, and they don't even ask Americans if that's okay. They just do it.
It's not worth it.
So they can literally just forgive debt on a flip of a finger. Just boom.
Can I call my credit card company right now and tell them?
You cannot. Oh, have you considered being like president or like a senator?
Yeah, for sure. I am.
I've considered it. It's a lot. I'm not doing it.
So yeah, I think we should move on. I don't know what else we have here, but I'm sure we got a few more things.
Yeah, I was just trying to see. You got me looking at this other thing now.
Yeah, you didn't know. I just heard about that. Now I heard about this. Just a proposal. One of the senators is thinking. I can't think of his name right now. I was listening to a podcast of his. He's saying what should be done is the private companies that give these loans, I mean, the universities that are accepting these kids should have to be liable for the debt too, you know? Like that way they actually teach a student so their students can get the right jobs. So gives the universities incentives to actually do the job properly.
Yeah, but you can't make them responsible for the debt.
But yeah, but can't make Americans responsible, and that was just done.
No, I mean the colleges need to have mandatory caps on tuition. Period. I'm sorry, you're out of control. Mandatory caps are required, just like drugs. Mandatory caps. That's the answer to the 10 spike thing. Because schools are doing it too. They're spiking the price because no one's stopping them. The only one who can would be the government literally saying, here's your cap. You can't go beyond it. It's a crime to go beyond it. But they won't do that.
I just hate how they say, oh, well, they're young. They didn't know what they were doing. It's like, you know what. Story. But yeah.
You should at 18 years old be smart enough to make a decision that's going to completely wreck you because of the way our system works. I disagree.
Well, you should be able to know. Like,
colleges are a bad thing, and I'm not going to forgive them. But I'm going to call them bad.
Yeah, for sure. But you shouldn't be like, oh, well, I can just take out 50 grand. Like, that's kind of, I guess, on the people who taught you to grow up.
Well, your school counselor is telling you can do that, and it'll be fine. Your admissions officers or your admissions people at the college are telling you that that's fine and it'll work out.
What about the parents?
Your peers are all doing it, and so you assume it must be fine. Everyone's doing it. Your parents are telling you have to do this. Like everyone is telling you have to. When are you going to take that time to be like, oh wait, $50,000 is actually hard to pay off? And actually, if I look at it in 10 years, it's not $50,000. It's more like 500. It's more like $500,000 because of interest and my inability to pay.
Is there less?
Like, I don't think they're capable of understanding the decision they're making, but I also don't think that they shouldn't be able to make the decision.
Yeah. Okay.
What I think is unfair is that the colleges have the ability to spike their prices so dramatically that it is that life or death of a decision for a child. It didn't used to be. You used to be able to just go to college and it wouldn't be the end of the goddamn world. And now you're screwed if you don't go. And Jays, they tell you you're screwed if you don't go.
I did, and I 100% disagree. I mean, I'm not saying school is bad, something's good, but I've seen a lot of people who haven't gone to school that dropped out that are doing much better than people who went to university for 10 years.
Well, that's the thing. I think school good, college bad. If that makes sense.
You can't even say bad. It just
No, I can.
Yeah, you can.
I went to a 2-year tech school. I'm going to talk shit about 4-year schools right now. Wait. I am not joking. 4-year schools suck. Trade schools and 2-year tech schools actually teach you a skill.
Yeah.
That somebody will hire you for. That's what I did. And it happens. My entire class got hired. 100% of us got hired.
Okay.
The only person who ended up not keeping a job was the guy who was an ex-con. But Principal Financial hired him and then found out he was a ex-con, and then fired him.
That's
because of their policy. But 100% of my graduating class at my 2-year tech school got jobs in the thing we were there for. And the crazy thing is half my class was actually people who were laid off from factory jobs that went back to college. They were like in their 40s, 50s. These are older people who worked factory jobs who are now working programming jobs.
Yo, job.
Yeah.
All right. Should we move on?
I've already clicked on. We weren't really on an article about college. We just kind of got on a tangent because that's news we missed this week.
Yeah, and I just heard about it. That's why I wanted to bring it up to you.
Hey, it's good to hear Biden is still trying to get that sort of momentum on his side. He needs any momentum he can get.
Right before election time, you know?
Because Israel is not giving him momentum. It is giving him the opposite.
From AP News, Asteroid will pass in front of bright star.
Betelgeuse.
Betelgeuse? No. Betelgeuse?
It's Betelgeuse. It's literally Betelgeuse.
Is that Betelgeuse? Okay.
Yes.
I don't see
literally Betelgeuse. Yep.
How is that Betelgeuse? I don't know.
Don't ask the questions you don't want the answer.
Where Eclipse visible to millions. Like, I'm not the strongest reader, but I would not like it almost like Betelgeuse. I don't know. Yeah, my English isn't great, but Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse. Where Eclipse visible to millions. Oh yeah, we do.
So yeah, an asteroid's going to pass in front of a star that we can see from Earth, and it's going to be an eclipse of that star.
Yeah. Now, okay. So can you look at it then?
But the particular star, Betelgeuse, is the brightest star in the sky. Now, the bad news is, oh, here's an image. Here's what this
Wow,
isn't helpful.
that's
The
bright.
bad news is it's not going to be where we can see it. So
Okay, yeah.
this is hoping any of people watching maybe
Down
happen
south.
to be here.
Oh,
So the rare and fleeting spectacle late Monday into early Tuesday should be visible to millions of people along the narrow path stretching from Central Asia, Tajikistan, and Armenia across Turkey, Greece, Italy, Spain, to Miami and the Florida Keys, and finally to parts of Mexico.
weird.
So like Florida and
Yeah.
Mexico kind of area for the Americas side, like no Canada,
No,
nothing for you.
it's always too snowy or cloudy here when that stuff happens. Anyway. I never
Yep.
get
So
one.
unfortunately, we don't get to see this.
Huh. But that's still kind of neat. It's a big. Like space is always cool.
Apparently, it's part of Orion.
I wonder if that's that
The
tomato.
constellation?
Maybe it's a tomato that's the asteroid. Taken.
Oh, they named the asteroid. The asteroid's name is Leona.
Don't know. That's
It's an
great.
oblong space rock.
Huh.
That it seems kind of weird to name an asteroid because isn't that just like a piece of something else? And it's just
But
there are
depends.
tons of them.
Yeah.
Are there too many of those to name?
But you could say the same about stars. No.
Yeah. Maybe we shouldn't name them.
Yeah,
Maybe we should call them
I
all
know.
Sun, Sun 2, Sun 3.
Have you ever bought someone? Have you ever bought someone a star?
No.
Do you believe that shit or no?
I mean, I know people can do it, but like, I don't think you actually own that star. Like
Yeah,
like
that's.
if we eventually can travel there, we'll be like, those don't. No, that doesn't
But
count.
I don't see a point of it. It's like, okay, cool. I can just print a piece of paper and take a picture of a star. You know, like, why would I
Yeah.
pay somebody for a certificate that they just printed up? Why is someone making money on this? Like,
Because they can.
what?
Why are they even able to sell it?
Yeah.
What? They're not selling anything.
Exactly, right? It's like you want to be a lord, buy some land in Scotland. You get a 1x1 patch worth of land. You know, it's like for like $100. It's like, give me a break. But I guess people buy it. I'm not here to
Yeah.
judge.
So the Betelgeuse is thousands of times brighter than our sun,
Huh.
and some 700 times bigger. It's so huge that if it replaced our sun, it would stretch beyond Jupiter, according to NASA.
So must be super far away.
And it's only 10 million years old. Our sun is 4.6 billion, apparently.
Huh. That's just a
Unless
baby.
you're a Jesus person, then it's 2,000 years old. So,
Isn't that the Earth?
well,
the sun's a star. It's been the Earth only.
but if you're the Christian people, God created everything all at once in those 7 days, including the sun and earth.
No, but it was before because it was before Christ. So it's definitely not.
Well, yeah, but like 2,000-ish. Let's say
No, you can't
3,000.
say that. You have to come up with
What is
a
it?
better number.
2042.
No. We're gonna speak facts here. You know?
2042 years ago, which is 19 years BC. I don't know how far before C they went.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, how did they call it BC if C hadn't been made yet?
They didn't call it that. There was no such thing as a time until that.
Exactly.
Happened.
We invented it.
We invented time 100%. Time is just what we came up with in our own. I guess not. Depends space time, but.
Scientists expect Betelgeuse to go supernova in a violent explosion within 100,000 years.
Okay. Whoa.
What? It's only 10 million. Isn't that too young to supernova? There should be an age restriction on supernovas. You shouldn't be able to just supernova at 10 million years old. That's super young.
See, that's what I don't.
You can't have 10 million year old stars out there doing supernovas.
Like, you know what? No one can fact check these guys.
I have no idea if any of these things are real.
We're just gonna sit here and believe it. You know, we can't fact check that star.
It's NASA and space. I don't know
100,000 years. Not one of us will be able to fact check. But like,
yeah.
You think we're gonna?
You could have said 9,000 years.
We're gonna.
You could have said 900 years.
Yeah, community guidelines. In fact, it will not blow up at 100,000 years.
As long as you don't say within like 80, as long as it's greater than 80, you're fine. You could say any number greater than 80. And I'd be like, yep, probably. Yep, it'll just gonna blow up. This thing is gonna look different. So yeah, this is an unfortunate one. We like to bring up these things that people could just look up and see. But this one, I don't know how many people will be able to. I know I won't.
We'll see.
But maybe we randomly have a viewer from a different place. You know, we've got Pennsylvania fans. We've got UK fans. Bermuda fans.
Yeah.
Got fans everywhere.
So, from CBS, Detroit, McDonald's is opening a new chain called CosMc. Here are the locations and menu.
I think I saw this as well.
So yeah, apparently a whole bunch of stores have already opened. They're going to be opening a whole bunch more. It's a coffee shop. Not coffee, it's exactly coffee shop, but
it says we'll focus on coffee and other drinks. So it's more like Starbucks. That's what it's literally in the article. Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks competition.
Why not? Like, may as well split it up. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like. I like fresh grinded coffee beans, and that's how I make it at home. But if I'm out, I actually don't mind McDonald's coffees. Like, they're not a bad coffee. And if they can actually be a barista, it'd be much better, I think.
Well, yeah, I think if they have locations that are called CosMc and are specific to this, they'll get better equipment to allow better options, which is really all the Starbucks and Dunkin' are doing is they have more options. And you can even see from their perspective, Starbucks and Dunkin', they're offering breakfast sandwiches and food options to compete the other direction. Yeah. They were going their way, so then McDonald's is like, look, we got all this like real estate.
Oh yeah.
We could just instead of having a McDonald's across the street from McDonald's, we could have CosMc across the street from McDonald's.
They're probably gonna have the sausage McMuffin still there and all that, because
that would be cool if it was a 24/7 breakfast as well as focus on coffee and drinks. Yeah. Oh, that'd be cool.
Like,
I'd go to it.
Don't you have 24/7 McDonald's breakfast there?
They have a limited menu for that 24/7.
Oh yeah, no, that does bug me. I hate it.
And see, that's where I'm thinking it. You don't limit the damn menu. If you're just doing breakfast, there's no reason to limit it. You don't have to stop to make nuggies or any of that excuse.
There's this, have you ever heard of Fat Burger? The chain Fat Burger?
Yeah.
I was there and it says all day breakfast till 1 p.m.
That's not all day.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I actually don't know the time, but it's not all day. It's like until this time. It's like, that's not all day, but yeah. But yeah, I don't think these are gonna hit Canada anytime soon. I guarantee not. Just because everything takes time here.
True. So the first location's in Illinois.
Yeah.
And which opened on Thursday.
Yeah.
Plans to open additional restaurants in 2024. So I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. McDonald's is gonna grow.
So what's on the menu?
Did you know now? Why did they?
The chain will include customizable drinks and favorites like the egg McMuffin.
Oh, look at that! The sausage and egg. I hope.
Yeah.
I like the sausage. Why did
they
name
have
it
sausage?
CosMc. Do you know who CosMc is?
I don't know.
It's remember the characters that used to be on the chairs at the old McDonald's? Go up.
Yeah.
It tells you in the article. Yeah, it does tell you in the article. I think it does tell you who it is. CosMc.
Well, yeah, I haven't gotten down further.
Oh, my bad.
This part right here.
I thought it was
CosMc's concept is, what would happen if a McDonald's character from the 1980s that was part alien, part surfer, part robot opened a restaurant in 2023?
CosMc. Yeah.
So it was a McDonald's character from the 80s,
yes,
I guess.
So.
But nobody remembers. Everybody remembers the other ones.
Yeah. The purple guy.
Ronald, Grimace.
Then the hamburger.
The burglar.
Yeah, hamburger.
The burglar, yeah.
Yeah. And then some of our viewers are probably like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Okay, so here's what they got. They got churro frappe.
Okay. Ooh.
S'mores cold brew. Actually, that might be okay. I don't know. Sour cherry energy burst. Like, these are weird. These are like some fruit stuff here too.
Yeah, blackberry mint green tea. Yeah, that's
Island pick me up punch. Like, what is in this? I might want that. Do they actually put fruit in it?
Probably looks like it. No, it's not. I don't think they're. I think the reason why they changed it is so they're not considered fast food, right? They're gonna be sister companies, but they still got the arch. A little snacks.
So sausage, I think you definitely see the sausage here.
Yeah, cool. They'll keep the ice cream. They'll have the hash browns. No, good on them. That looks pretty neat.
What I don't like is that I'm not a McMuffin guy. I'm a biscuit guy.
Oh, they might have biscuits. They probably would.
I don't know.
I'm sure they will. But I do.
Pretzel bites are a weird choice. I guess
I didn't never try that. But I'm not a big fan of the muffin. I don't like the biscuits. But yeah, that's pretty neat. Check it out if you're around there. If you have, let us know in the comments if you're gonna try it.
Oh, Bolingbrook. They got more specific. Bolingbrook, Illinois.
And additional
10
stores set up in
Texas.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh, okay. So those ones that are set to open are not anywhere near me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I would go and check it out, of course.
Oh.
Is this what it looks like right here?
Yeah.
Whoa. Employees work at McDonald's, new beverage led drive-through only. Whoa, drive-through only as well.
This one is, yeah. So,
well, yeah, and I guess will they all be?
Yeah,
we'll find
as long
out.
as there's a walk drive-through, like not a walk. You know what I mean? Like as long as you
can you walk through drive-throughs at places?
It's against the law here in Canada to serve someone, but unless it's a person window, right? Open 10,000 stores by 2027. That's
Holy cow.
Wow, it'd be crazy.
So they're using this year to determine whether or not to do the 10,000.
Yeah.
Start with 10.
If they can do this, that'd make millions, not millions, but hundreds of thousands of jobs. So
this is weird. This is not a drive-through.
Yeah, that's a drive-through. That's all the drive-through.
This is the
dual drive-through. So what you do is they can like they do that here. They just started getting popular here. So the red van goes, then the black truck goes, then the red car goes, and then the blue car goes. That way they have more time to prepare your order. And there's the third one. Yeah, it's true. Jay's just part of that. So
that's just weird.
Yeah, I just wonder how many times it messes up, but they do make it a little bit more convenient just because it can take 3 orders, serve them, and then keep the pace going easier, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I like the look of the CosMcs.
The logo? Oh.
Just the building and logo, like when you go by McDonald's, the way the building looks and the arches on the separate thing with the arches.
I don't think they want to go exactly with McDonald's. But yes,
don't go exactly with McDonald's, but do something iconic. You're an iconic brand, and this looks generic, and like my uncle is running it.
Yeah.
And my uncle's a drunk.
Yeah.
He runs CosMc's in Illinois, Bolingbrook.
Yeah, there's only one register.
Not 3 registers.
There's only one window, but that they merge. It's like
it's one window with one person wearing one headset, controlling all 3 of these intercoms.
Or one person's doing the headset and one person's at the window. Yes, but it's only one person.
Yeah, it's like, so if this person's talking to the person, then these 2 are just sitting there waiting.
Like the other day, I was going through the drive-thru to get a coffee with my coworker, and there's actually 2 cars in the left lane and no one in the right lane. So we went right in the right lane. The first car in the left lane went. Then we went in front of the person who was in the left lane.
You're supposed to zipper.
Yeah, pretty much. That was me saying left and right quite a bit there. Yeah, that's.
I guess we'll see if 2027 rolls around. We'll take a look at it.
That'd be kind of cool to be there.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah. So I think we only have like 2 related stories left, right?
Yep, the last 2 are kind of related because they're both about our repetitive topic, Elon Musk.
Okay.
That dude just can't stay out of the news.
The media loves him, right?
Yep.
Gizmodo. Actually, Sweden won't give in to Tesla's license.
Have you heard about this license plate debacle?
First thing to think about is my grandfather, Bob. He sadly passed away last year, but he had a vehicle. And in this province he lived in, BC, you're supposed to have a license plate on the front and the back. But his car was made where I'm located, where you only need 1 license plate. So it didn't have a front license plate, and he refused to put it on, and he kept getting pulled over for it. And he wouldn't do it, but he did have it. He's like, it's right here, but I'm not putting it on. But
we have the same problem here.
That's
different
the first
states.
thing I thought about. I was like, well, I don't blame him. He's like, well, because he's gonna have to damage a vehicle to do it, right? Like, no, why should to put the front license plate on? Because
that's not what this is talking about. If you're talking about like them saying he has to have a front plate or something, that's not what this is.
I don't know. That's what I thought, but that's what I thought about. Okay, what is the plate thing? That's what I thought, right? It's like, yeah, what is it?
Well, this comes down to an organized labor issue. Okay. So I don't think related to what you were saying. No, I don't think they're saying that. I don't think they're demanding that Tesla make so you can mount a license plate.
Yeah. Okay, my bad.
That's not what it is.
I was mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, what
I
is?
don't believe
I've
that's
never
what
heard of
it
this
is.
sin. So go fuck yourself. But
What?
that is.
Oh yeah, we saw that
He
clip. We
did say
watched
that.
that
Yeah.
clip.
So
All right.
Elon Musk's electric car company has suffered a reversal of fortune in its ongoing battle with Sweden's labor. Turns out Tesla won't be getting license plates in Nordic countries, at least not for the foreseeable future.
The Nordic country.
In did I say
Nordic countries.
countries?
This is just Sweden. Just Sweden.
My bad. Sorry, my bad. Nordic country.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least not foreseeable future. So
what exactly is happening then?
So Tesla has been in deep shit with the unions of Scandinavia ever since it failed to ratify a collective bargaining agreement with a group of Swedish mechanics in October. Those mechanics, who were part of the prominent Swedish union, IF Mattel, I've never heard of it, proceeded to go on strike, which spurred other regional labor unions to support their effort. Recently, workers with Sweden's post office, PostNord, stopped delivering license plates to Tesla as an act of solidarity with the striking workers.
Hey.
So that's why I'm like, I don't think it's about mounts. It's the post office not sending the plate, just the square part.
Hey, Nick, or Team Nick, or Team Nick. Mounts up, but yes, they are too. That's our last story. No worries. But yeah, that's. So they're not gonna. So, but do you think Elon really cares? What's this gonna do? What does this change?
Well, I mean, Elon definitely doesn't care, but what it changes is his ability to do business in this market.
Yeah.
If this market says "fuck you, get out,"
yeah,
that's what happens. Is you get out and then you're not in there.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. Elon won't care, and his response is in here.
Yeah.
Predictably, Tesla's response to this action was to listen to the union and talk about their agreement and maybe come to an agreement. No, it wasn't. It was to sue them. The government of Sweden. Fuck them all. We're going to sue you. How dare you have a company that doesn't want to do my bidding?
Yeah.
And that you have union laws that allow them to say no to me. Basically, Teslas won't be available in Sweden, and I don't think a tier will be shed.
Yeah. Well,
unless he gives into the demands of the unions.
Well, Sweden's not that high of a population, I don't think.
The Swedish court decided that PostNord workers should not be forced to deliver license plates if they don't want to.
See what does it like? Yeah.
Right. Originally, they had said that they were going to be obligated to deliver the license plates for the EV company. But they wanted to be in solidarity with the striking workers, which, this effectively was making them a scab company. They don't want to be a scab company. So they said, no. You negotiate with the union or you get out. Which is good. A billionaire like Elon Musk should be able to negotiate.
Now, how
claims
much
he can.
Like again? Now, I know he is the board leader, but there's some other people doing all this stuff. I wonder how much he even knows about it.
Now, when I hear that it's from the mechanics, the immediate first thought I have before even looking into it is that it's about the right to repair. You have to give mechanics the ability to repair the things you're selling. That's what the right to repair is. And I'm guessing Sweden actually has an actual right to repair, unlike the fake one we have here in America, where it only applies to John Deere. Quite literally. So, but here's Elon's response. Admitted, I disagree with the idea of unions. Yeah, he would rather not have to negotiate with all of the workers. He'd rather negotiate with just a rich guy who he could say, hey, I'll slide you 10% of what I'm stealing. He can't say, I'll slide you 10% of what I'm stealing to every worker.
Yeah.
This is why unions are more powerful and important. It cuts out this bullshit where the millionaire and the billionaire talk to each other. It shouldn't be the millionaire and the billionaire cutting a deal where all the workers lose out. It should be like Sweden's doing here, where the billionaire has trouble and probably can't even do business in the country. It kind of makes me jelly. And yeah, Elon's response tells me all I need to hear. I disagree with the idea of unions. Yeah, they're working. It's working.
Yeah, what else does Elon have for us today?
He has at least one other thing. Probably more that we missed.
Yeah.
From BBC, Disney. Elon Musk calls for boss to be fired over ad spat.
Okay. So I heard an update on this.
Oh, this is the Bob he was talking about in that clip,
Bob,
right?
yeah, for sure. Now I heard an update about this. Apparently, Disney backed their ads out back in October. They already decided, so they're trying to say, people were saying it's because of his comments he made, right? Which they said they were gonna stop back in October. So I don't. Again, that was just rumor I heard, but let's see why he wants him to quit. Bob Iger.
Well, just to be clear, it's not just Disney that's doing this either.
No,
so
that's what I'm saying. Disney, but other ones,
if Disney's trying to just like hide themselves with the rest of them or something, I could definitely see Disney doing that. But that is interesting that Disney made that decision and then used the.
I don't know if they're using that. I do not. Actually,
it kind of feels like they hopped. Maybe it's all allegedly.
But our people just jumped to that conclusion, right? You know, yes, Target, yes, Walmart. I don't know about Target, but Walmart, Coke, they jumped off, right? But maybe everyone else like, oh well, they did, so that's why Disney did it. What Elon should do is give Target free ad space now. And what is Disney's competitor? Universal.
Disney doesn't have a competitor.
Universal? I don't know, but yeah.
Well, it depends. Netflix?
Give Netflix 3 months of free advertising on it.
Well, you know? Or is it Universal? Or is it?
But give whatever. Or is it? Give
Disney has so many silos. They're in so many places that their competition in each of those is different. But they have like 100 competitors.
Give all their competition free advertisement then. Okay, you're not going to give me money. Well, I'm going to give all your competitors free advertisement on the biggest social media app.
That's a ballsy move that I don't think is smart.
Yeah, well, like everyone else says this isn't smart, so but
if advertising on your platform is as good as you say it is, and it's worth what you say you're selling it for, they'll eventually come back and want that advertising.
But exactly, and they'll realize it pretty quick. But
so I don't think you need to do anything.
No,
you just say
Elon's that type of person. Elon's that type of person who would love to do something like that. Then he can literally say, like this is going fucking yourself, right? But
I mean, it's not really how it works, though.
I know, but they all will be back. Give it
like,
time.
You could advertise AEW till you're blue in the face, and WWE is not going to lose a dime.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing. Like, you can try to pump up the number 2 as much as you want, and it doesn't necessarily impact number 1. Some number 1s have they don't feel it at all.
This come out Christmas season.
And right Disney now. Is one that will definitely not feel it. Not being advertised on Twitter.
I don't know, but the Christmas season comes around. You're scrolling through your phone. You're scrolling through your phone. Oh, look it! There's a Target ad. Boom! This is on sale for Target for $19.99. You're gonna go to Target and get that for $19.99.
And what are you gonna see when you go to Target? You're gonna see Disney everywhere on the shelves.
I'm not talking about Disney right now. I'm just talking about a competitor ad like from Walmart and stuff. You put that competitor there, they're not gonna go to Walmart. That item might be $18.99 at Walmart. But they didn't see that ad. They saw the $19.99 ad at Target. So now they're gonna go to Target and spend the money there.
Very potentially.
That's how advertising works, right?
I mean, some ways, yes. Although that's a very simplistic way of looking at it because there's a lot of additional factors where they're using human psychology against you. So it's not always just it's not always a, hey, we got you to see our $19 ad before their $18 ad. It may be our ad was on the front page.
Exactly.
And it was actually $2 more than their ad, but their ad was all the way at the back. And then you had to flip through 3 pages to get to theirs. And so we put ours on the front, made it.
Okay, cool.
And ours is front bigger. And we made it more costly because we know we're gonna get more people to see it,
right? Yes.
So it's like it's like you said, but also even more fucked up because they've had years and years to like hone this craft.
You know when you're leaving all those $5 items, $10 items at the till, those
they're there on purpose.
And you know why? Because they're paying 10 cents for each of those items, and you're paying them $10 for that item. Maybe not that much.
Some of the biggest markups are right 100%. There. You're right.
And why do they put the milk at the back of the grocery store?
Well, they want you to make sure you go through everything.
Yeah, so you have to go all the way back because what's one of the biggest things people pick up? Milk. They go in, they go to the back of the, and then they walk by, and all those signs. It is psychology, 100%.
If the milk is at the front, you might only buy milk. If the milk's at the back, you might buy more than milk.
And I do that half the time. I go from one thing, I'll see something else you want. But if you go in and it's right there, you're gonna grab it and walk out, right?
Yeah. Now, in the case of Disney, here's the weird thing though. If I go on the platform, Twitter, I'm not going to see an ad pop up for Disney.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I'm not going to see Chris Evans saying, "Hey, go check out Captain America 3."
No, Actually, oddly enough, Disney just dropped Marvel off Disney Plus today, out of nowhere.
So maybe Marvel's
I
not the best
I
example for
haven't.
me
Yeah,
here,
I'm
but
sorry.
but
I
you
know.
get where I'm going with that.
I haven't even looked at that article. I just was reading it, and I guess I didn't want to pull it up until because I wasn't too sure.
Basically, what I'm saying though is
But
that the
yeah.
conversation about whatever the conversation is about for Disney
Oh,
will
for
still
sure.
take place.
Yeah,
So they'll get
but
that free. They'll get that free advertising that you get just by being mentioned,
they
even
will.
without paying
But
for the
that's for only
advertising.
people who follow that. What did he say? Chris? What was it? Chris Evans or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Captain America
Captain
guy was it
America.
Chris
Yeah,
Evans?
maybe I'm not 100%
Chris
sure.
Hemsworth?
But anyway,
It's one of the
um,
Chris's.
yeah, okay, but yeah, so yeah, okay, but not everybody follows him on X, right?
Liam Hemsworth?
Whoever it is, but they don't follow him on X. Okay, only 100,000 people follow him on.
Well, then you were never going to
X.
get an advertisement on X, anyways, because that's all this is about.
No, I'm talking about not Marvel. I'm not talking about Disney. I'm talking about this actor. He tweets it. Yes, 100,000 people see it, but that ad space, 2, 3, 4 million people see that ad, right? But maybe not that much either. But you get more.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't. I actually don't know because like you get a randomized ad, and how big is the pool?
And that's
Is
the thing.
that Disney ad one in a
yeah.
thousand,
Now I'm
or
buying
is it
small
targeted?
ads for my small business, and you pay $5 and you're guaranteed to show it to 500 people. You're guaranteed to have that ad shown to 500 people. But so but again,
But if it's 500 random, that's probably not even useful. Targeted
you
is
can
where
target,
it's more useful.
No, you target it. You can pick the age group, you pick all that, location, right? You can do all.
Yeah,
that
see,
stuff.
this is all that data we've been selling.
Yeah, and that's exactly it, and it worked. It wasn't this Christmas. It was last Christmas. I had a whole bunch of stuff for sale, and I sold so many of them. They were flying off the shelf. Like I made my money back in no time. It was pretty cool, right?
Right, but certain ads have more value than others.
Oh
right?
yes, and the main,
how valuable do you think X's ads are?
Advertisement doesn't actually. I can't say advertisement works on it. I mean, it has not that much, but it still does. For me, I don't fall for many ads, but many people lots. They see that, but they see an ad of a Coca-Cola, they start thinking of Coca-Cola, and they go to the corner store and pick up a Coke. So yeah, I think ads do make.
But the question is, how valuable is it to advertise on this platform? Knowing Disney advertises on thousands of platforms, they compare which ones cost what and how much they get out of each. How valuable do you think this one is?
I think X is very valuable because that's where, even though everybody on the left said they were going to leave, that's where everybody.
So why doesn't Elon just sell it that way? Why does he have to try to one up or tell people to go fuck themselves? But if it's actually worth it and good, it just sells itself.
Yes, and this has nothing to do with them advertising on Twitter. This has to do with them making that comment on that anti-Semitic tweet. Remember we talked about a few weeks ago.
But this is about the company stopped advertising on X. That's what the title is about.
Yes, because of his comments.
That is what this is about.
Because of his comments. Because of what he
said.
No,
we were already questioning if it's because of his comments, because you said the October thing. That draws into question the correlation. But the fact of the matter is it's happening.
Yeah. So maybe
Disney is not advertising on X.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Him and Bob are clearly fighting about something. But Walmart or whatever the other ones are all stemmed off.
I haven't heard Bob say a report.
I think it was Walmart.
Have you heard?
No, I think it was Walmart that we're supposed to stop in October, not Disney. I might have said that wrong. But yeah, a lot of the people are backing out right now because of. But
has Bob responded yet? Because you said they're arguing with each other, but I've only seen Elon saying things. I haven't seen Bob do anything except for Disney's no longer advertising, which isn't really an argument. It's more of a I'm done doing business with you.
Yeah.
You did something. I'm done doing business with you, which is my choice, my right.
Yeah.
And they had to have factored in like, hey, we're not going to have this advertising that we used to have. How do we make up for that?
But yeah, Disney's not doing the greatest right now, but they're not doing bad, but they're.
What I mean, you mean just stock market wise, or what do you mean?
Just the last few movies haven't made it. Like the last few Disney movies have not
quality.
Made it. Like the Marvel movies weren't doing anywhere near as good. The last few premieres they let out did not do good. Like they just flopped at the box office.
Were they profitable?
not to their Disney's exception.
When was the last time Disney took a loss on a
But
film?
$100 million isn't considered profit to Disney.
They're just not getting a big enough profit. They're not losing money. They're just not getting as much because the stupid incentive we have for 30% growth year over year. We need to stop this. It's insane. Because what it does is, you've already pointed it out, it drives down quality. The quality of movies we're gonna get sucks. It's bad. It's not as good. We just lose out on quality.
But yeah, okay. I'm just trying. There's a lot here. It's gonna take me way too long to look through all this,
but in terms of stock performance, they're doing fine. They're no different than a year ago.
Well, yeah, they're stock, but that's but
and 5 years ago, still no different. They had a boom period. That was about it. But otherwise, they're about a $90 to $100 stock.
I don't just that last few years of theirs have gone.
It's one of those things where the needle doesn't move much, and I don't think X moves that needle. I don't think you'll see a drop in share price for Disney because they stopped advertising on X, which is what matters.
I don't think that either. But I do think
if you see a drop, then they have to come back to Elon, and he'll have negotiating strength that he's now squandering that strength by insulting Bob the whole time instead of just sitting back and playing the Trump card at the right time. Because, like you said, advertising, it works. It's worth it and works. Well, then just wait. You have a product they want. Just wait for them. There's not a lot of platforms like X. Hundreds of millions of people use it.
Yeah. And
not a lot of platforms are like that.
There is a lot of apps like X. They're just not, they don't perform anywhere near as good as X.
Now, like the other thing I would say on this though is
that was what's his name? Friggin' Facebook guy. Zuckerberg's
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah. He tried to do that and it didn't work that well. Nobody's really using it. No one uses Threads. I refuse to download it. I will not.
I've never even gotten it. I don't know what it is.
Well, it's Twitter, but made by Facebook. That's all
I
it
don't
is.
need that.
Yeah, like that's all it is. And a whole bunch of people, mostly on the left, because they hated Elon, jumped over there. But then they realized that they're only getting 2-3 people talking on their posts. So they're getting no reactions. They're getting nothing because not everyone's gonna open a new friggin' social media, right?
Well, and the same thing happened with Trump and his Truth Media thing.
Truth Social, right? That is doing still a little better than Threads, but yes, exactly. Truth Social didn't take off as well as it could have, right?
Yeah, it was just another of the exact same thing where somebody's like, "Oh, I'm mad at the Twitter person. I'm gonna make my own." Or like when Kick got invented. Oh, wait.
No, I talk about that.
Will we get banned if we say that? Because that's literally what happened. Kick got invented because people got mad at Twitch.
Yeah, maybe.
Specifically, one company got mad at Twitch.
That's good. Yeah, no, 100%. But that's how.
And said, "Fuck you! I can do it myself."
And that's how.
And then they made their own company.
That's how everything works, isn't it? Like that's exactly how any company.
Well, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah. Like we'll see how this works out.
Like at Coke and Pepsi, one came first. Clearly, then the other person was like, "Oh, I want to make a different one," right?
Now you point out Disney not doing so well. That's weird you say that
because saying the last few movies,
because the other side of this, Twitter is literally drowning. Literally drowning. He's making moves that you shouldn't make when you're drowning. He needs all this money he can get. Why in the world would you want advertisers to leave right now? When all you have to do is go behind closed doors and say some words to this guy.
Yeah,
It's petty, and if I'm a shareholder, I move to get him removed.
There's no
because I believe he is personally costing us money.
Twitter is a private company now. It's no longer on the stocks.
Oh, it's private now. Yeah. Oh, big shock.
Yeah, no, he
would have been ousted instantly if he was still public.
No, that's why.
Because this is amateur moves.
But it's a private company. He's allowed to do what he wants, right?
Yeah, so. it's a very very amateur move, and I don't see it working for him.
Now I don't know how the shareholders of Disney feel. That's a difference, right? Again,
they're doing fine. Like I said, 5 years, exact same price.
But maybe
they have nothing to say.
Maybe they're upset, but I don't know, right? That's something we're gonna have to look deeper into. But
if they're upset that Disney's no longer advertising on one platform, I doubt it.
I doubt it, but maybe they have. But
if you've ever listened to a shareholder call, these kinds of things happen all the time, where you drop one advertiser, pick up another. It's pretty common stuff, and it's in parts of those shareholder calls.
Sometimes they're just monthly ads, and sometimes they're yearly ads, and sometimes they're just small, Like, can you imagine going like a year without seeing a Disney advertisement somewhere? Is it even possible?
Could
Nah,
you even go
well,
like a month without
now I'm
seeing a
not gonna
Disney
lie.
ad?
Now that we've said Disney a dozen, like several dozen times, we're definitely going to be seeing ads for it. But
Well, that's the other thing. The more you say something like Land of Lakes Butter, the more likely you are to see an ad. But they get so much free advertisement on top of the massive amount of advertising they do. It's probably a drop in the bucket to Disney and to Bob Iger because they did it so easily. Like,
yeah,
because if you rationally think about it, even if Elon Musk did say something horribly, horribly bad, that doesn't actually change how many people are going to go watch the next Marvel movie.
Yeah, well,
does it?
I think that a lot lesser, just because they've been
knowing that
sucked
Marvel
into
movie was advertised on the same platform where Elon Musk said the N
I
word.
can't say.
Let's say.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't
say,
think
yeah.
it would. I don't think it would change anything. I don't think people determine their movies that they're going to based on
Well,
so
clearly
many
they
ifs.
do. Clearly, must mean something else. They wouldn't be spending millions of dollars on it. But let's do something.
No, that's a different if. Like you're saying Disney's ads work. I'm not saying they don't work. What I'm saying is Elon Musk saying the N-word doesn't stop people from seeing movies.
Okay, you're right. No, exactly.
Because it's so disconnected from the ad that actually does
exactly.
work.
And
this is like three things disconnected. I don't think Elon's comments matter.
I heard someone complain one time because they saw an ad for something below a tweet somebody made, and they got mad at the company.
Because the ad was
the tweet was just above it. Had nothing to do with the tweet. It just was a tweet above the ad. The person was like, "Well, it's related." No, it's just an ad. You follow that person. That's in your algorithm. Like.
Yeah, that's the really funny thing is when you see people complaining about ads, they usually self-report themselves. Like, why do I keep seeing these ads?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you are into something weird, and we all know now.
Yeah. But I think we should. On that note, we should wrap this show up here. You got to work in the morning.
I do indeed.
Yeah. Okay, well, again, thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate it. We have fun. Hope more people join in the conversation next time. And if you haven't already, please hit that follow button. I just need 2 more to get to 50. If one of you guys don't follow me, just please give me that follow. Please. I'm not done.
Bribery's illegal.
Yeah, I'm bribing them with my
even in Canada.
But yeah, and if you want to check out our website, go to borderlinebanter.com. From there, you can actually see our TikTok, our Facebook, our YouTube, and our X, formerly known as Twitter. It's all there. We post more on X and YouTube than anywhere else. And if you want to be on the show, drop us a line. Just shoot us an email, put in your name, put in a quick message of what you do. We'll set up a date. Join in the conversation. We like to have debates. We like to have different views and opinions. We like to have a good time too. Great conversations. Yeah. Keep it nice. We enjoy it. And we always like to end the show with "It's okay not to be okay." On our website, I have a whole page dedicated to suicide awareness. The number is 988. You can check it out. There's lots of information there. Lots of signs to look out for your friends and family. It's okay not to be okay. Dustin, have anything to say before we jet out here?
Just thanks everyone watching now and everyone watching later. Make sure to leave me comments on the YouTube so I can have a conversation. Click those buttons.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will see you Monday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm going to find someone for you all to watch for a host that I don't think I've done before. Timmy She. I can't pronounce that, but they're playing Fortnite. So enjoy. Thank you very much and have a great night. We'll see you Monday. Cheers.